It's John with Muldoon's Diesel. I wanted to make a video explaining our most recent breakthrough and latest product we've added to our product line. It's a reverse pattern manual valve body. What this means is traditionally our forward pattern manual valve body has been great and it's worked really well, but something I've wanted to do for years is reverse pattern. And the way a forward pattern operates is when you initially pull the truck into gear, you pull it all the way into first with the gated shifter, and then your ascending upshifts are second and third in a forward motion. The reverse pattern is sort of the opposite. You still do pull it into first, but your upshifts go towards the back of the vehicle. So it's 1, 2, 3 instead of 1, 2, 3 in like a forward pattern. And the downshifts are also more natural with the vehicle's deceleration. So we've been running one for a little while now in our GMC rat rod come and swap with a manual 47RE. And what we're going to do is we're going to show you guys how this thing operates on the road and why I love it so much. Like I said, something I want to do for years, and we finally got it. I'm so excited. Let's go take this thing for a spin, show you guys how this thing works. All right, here we are. Let's fire the old GMC up. Yeah. GMC. Alright, going to give you guys a quick rundown on our full manual valve body, reverse pattern, how everything works. It's kind of the opposite of how the forward pattern works. As mentioned, instead of pushing forward for the ascending gear, you're actually pulling it back, and it's a lot more natural with the vehicle's acceleration. So what I'm going to do is I'm also going to show you how the second gear lockup works. I'm going to hit my lockup switch in first. Right now we're in first gear, we're going to take off. And the torque converter is going to lock up automatically in second on the second gear shift. There's second, there's lockup, there's third, and there's overdrive right there. And then when we want to decelerate with the vehicle, we come out of overdrive, we come out of lockup. There's second gear, some nice engine braking. Pull over the shoulder here. And here's first gear. Slowing down. It's just cool how it works. Another part that I would like to mention in this video about these valve bodies are the parts that go into them and what's kind of gone behind producing these parts. Kind of this, not get too scientific, but just give you guys a rundown of the parts, their functions, and everything that needs to come together to make this reverse pattern valve body work. All right, so these are some of the pieces. Once the valve body's broken down, it comes in initially as a core. We break it down. We do all the milling and drilling and all the modifications in the channels necessary. Once that's done, it's flat sanded and cleaned out, and it's ready to be put back together. One of the reasons I'm really excited and just really ready to get this thing out to you guys is with our forward manuals, we had to design the plates on CAD. This is our own overdrive plate. You can see we get our name kind of laser etched in there. And, you know, the forward pattern valve body had a lot of orifices and all kinds of passages for the hydraulic oil to go through. The reverse pattern, since everything's based off of the manual valve, a lot of that stuff is omitted. And it makes for a little bit of a faster shift, a little bit of a cleaner shift. The other things that we put into these valve bodies are we recalibrate the valves in the valve body, the pressure regulator spring to increase the pressure. These are kind of some of the pieces. Once it's taken apart, these still need to be cleaned, but these are some of the pieces that, you know, the internal valves and things inside of the valve bodies. And once everything comes together, it makes a really awesome valve body. Once this is all put back together, we throw it on our dyno and run it through a hydraulic test, and we calibrate the pressures on there too on the bench. So these will be set at the pressure that they'll be ran at. So to summarize the reverse pattern manual valve body video, wanted to make a couple key notes. A big reason why we decided to tackle this endeavor is that we've received the inquiry over the years. A lot of people have wanted the reverse pattern valve body. We've always offered the forward, now we have the reverse. Another reason why I've just always wanted to do it is it's just so much more natural with the way the vehicle accelerates and decelerates when you're using the shifter. It's much more intuitive, much easier to use. Performance-wise, if you were to compare the two, the reverse versus the forward pattern, they're about the same. Shift timing, line pressure, they both have second gear lockup. That's all going to be about the same. If you were to ride in a vehicle equipped with a forward pattern and equipped with a reverse pattern back to back, if you were blindfolded, you would probably think it was the same valve body if you weren't actually watching the person shift the shifter. So with all that being said, I'm very happy you guys watched. Please click that like and subscribe, and we'll be periodically posting more videos about the shop, updates, things of that nature. So